So hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to start to think about your contour lines of your reference photo in preparation for our gridded drawing. For this project, you will need your reference image. Here I have a printout. I'm also going to ask you to use a red Sharpie pen or any other pen will do if you don't have access to a red one. What does matter is that the pen is really small so we can get some detail to it. What I'm going to ask you to do is not really a traditional thing. But I think it really helps me and it might help you. If you choose not to do this step, that's okay with me, but you might want to consider it, especially if you're having trouble understanding where your contour lines are. That being said, what I'm asking you to do is I'm asking you to highlight all the lines that you see. So for instance, there is an edge or a change in value, a line here and here. Now there's no real line there in real life. There's no lines anywhere on this picture, but our eye sees this edge here and we call that a line. Okay, so I want you to highlight every edge that you see, and sometimes it'll disappear on you. Sometimes it's going to be easy to see, like that one's pretty easy to see here, right? And follow this down, try and be as precise as you can. Follow that around. Sometimes they'll disappear, like right here the value is pretty similar, so I'm going to follow this line down, and wherever it sort of stops, I'm going to let my pen stop, and I see a little bit of it here and I don't see that corner, so I'm going to let my pen stop and I'm going to keep going. All right, so I want you to do all of your edges, but I also want you to do your shadows. So for instance, do you see this triangle shape happening here? I'm going to have you highlight that, but be a little bit looser with it because these shadows aren't real objects. They're just sort of here. And I do want you to mark them in, but they should be a little bit more loose. Okay? You're going to do this all over your picture. Anywhere where you see a difference in value, I want you to think, okay, well, why? And create a line if you need it. So I'm going to do this. And that one there, and there. I do not see, I see a difference here, but I'm not going to create a line there. I'm going to just create that transition later. All right. Now, there's also a piece of tape holding this sculpture down. I'm going to ignore that for now. I'm going to glide right through it. And if you make a little mistake like I just did, I cut it in a little bit, that's okay. I'll make an adjustment later. And I see maybe that there. All right. When you get to this step, I want you to bring your pen, bring your picture, come show me, and I'm going to help you see these little bits. I'm just going to connect that naturally and sort of guess where this is. I would encourage you not to guess. Come show me and I'll help you make those adjustments. I've just been probably a longer amount of time seeing these things, so please use my eyes like that. Okay, so that was step one, highlighting our contour lines. Why you might want to do this is it makes you slow down, it makes you really observe the shapes that you see, and when we put our grid on this, we're really going to start to see these big shapes instead of thinking like, oh my gosh, it's a curl, what do I do, how does it work? We're just going to see them as these shapes, and that red pen really helps us see that and ignore everything else. All right? All right, so go ahead and grab your supplies, highlight those contour lines, and then come see me.